All right, welcome back to this last section of the Motion Picture Rundown, the business side of entertainment. I'm Dustin Whitcomb. So glad to have you back with us. You know, we're a week into our shows here. We're in the second week. We're on our third show, and I'm so thankful to have everyone listening. I know people are. I've had a lot of people reach out to me since this show began, and I just I'm so blown away that they felt the need to talk to me and compliment me and about the show, and I am very grateful. I thought I'd try something a bit different in the last few minutes here, and try to talk about this show. I've started and stopped many shows before this one, all of them so very different than what Motion Picture Rundown is. But I wanted to talk about why this venture of mine is different than those, and why this one means so much to me. In 2015, I was given a diagnosis by a doctor that would radically change what an average 20-year-old thought life was about. I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. 6 months later, the medication for the disease suddenly just stopped working. I would spend the next 58 days fighting for some kind of life that resembles the one that I had outside the hospital. And 4 hospitals, 50 pounds later, I emerged into the daylight weighing 125 and truly lost a will to live. It was a very dark time in a lot of people's lives, not just mine, but those close to me. And slowly, I had to build my will to live back up. My exercise started out as me walking to the mailbox and back. Then after that, it was the neighbor's mailbox, and then the mailbox after that. And eventually, I got to the point where I would just walk to the end of the street and back. While I was recovering, I got a job at a small Italian restaurant, just as a waiter. I resumed my schooling, started to finish that off. I was halfway through my college career that all this happened. And so I had to resume my schooling. And truly, I was thinking that I would just settle down as a small town something or other and just live a very low-key life after that, because of all the trauma. And then a few more things happened. My schooling evolved. I started to get into some higher tier classes. I got a few internships on movies in Buffalo. I directed a few short films, helped classmates with theirs, met someone who loved me in a way that I could not, and I knew I could not. And now I sit here after such a hard last semester, and after working so hard on a television pilot, and now I have connections that are hopefully setting me up for long-term success, and I'm playing the long game with this show. I just would like to think that someday, maybe not today or tomorrow or the next week or the next year, but I'd like to think that someone out there who's sad or lonely or recovering from 2 months in a freaking hospital will find this random clip, find this random podcast, find this weird early episode, and somehow get it, and somehow not feel so lonely or sad, or finally start feeling like they just get to hang out 2 times a week and talk about movies. And I'll be here 22 minutes at a time, 2 times a week, talking about TV, movies, and the business side of entertainment, because this is what I love, this is what I'm passionate about, and it's all I want to do. And it might evolve, the format might change, the platform might change, how we do the show might change, the background might change, and I'm going to change. But this show is playing the long game, and it's not concerned with how many people are listening to this right now, and it's not concerned whatever the view count is on this video. And that excites me. It excites me to be caring about something that I'm passionate about. And putting the show together every week is so much fun to me. It's what I love doing. It's what I love, putting all of this together into what you see and hear. And I can only hope that passion comes across. And I thank those like you who are with me on this journey. I can't thank you enough, because this is something that I'm passionate about, and it feels good to just not be concerned with anything other than this show and the quality of it, and doing it because I love it. So thank you for coming along on this journey. That's it for today's show.